Hi, it's Metal Rose, and this is Headbanger Cafe's Heavy Metal History Corner. Here are some memorable moments that happened this week in heavy metal history. On April 13th, 1969, Led Zeppelin headlined at Kimball's in Southsea, UK. The setlist was as follows: Train Kept A-Rollin', I Can't Quit You Baby, Dazed and Confused, As Long As I Have You, Killing Floor, White Summer, Black Mountainside, Babe I'm Gonna Leave You, You Shook Me, How Many More Times, Communication Breakdown, and Pat's Delight, which is a drum solo by John Bonham. What a classic set list. On April 13th, 1996, Rage Against the Machine appeared on NBC's Saturday Night Live. Their two-song performance was cut to one song when the band attempted to hang inverted American flags from their amplifiers. Now, I for one believe in freedom of speech and think that Rage Against the Machine should have been permitted to perform their second song. What a terrible insult to Rage Against the Machine fans who tuned in that night. On April 13, 2000, Metallica filed suit against Napster Incorporated, the University of Southern California, Yale University, and Indiana University to halt alleged pirating of Metallica music. There was major backlash against the band when they decided to sue Napster. Many people feel like Metallica made enough money, and you know what? I guess they did. However, new and up-and-coming artists today are still affected by what Napster created. Albums don't sell as much as they used to, so the artists really have to make their money off of touring. The music business has changed forever due to Napster. I want to wish a very happy birthday to Ritchie Blackmore of Deep Purple, Rainbow, and Blackmore's Night. Ritchie was born on April 14th, 1945. I love you, Ritchie. I really wish that you would reunite with some of your old Deep Purple friends. Blackmore was ranked 55th in Rolling Stone magazine's list of 100 greatest guitarists of all times, and I really think he should have been like number one. On April 14th, 1969, Led Zeppelin entered the English charts with their self-titled debut album in its third week of release. I think Led Zeppelin's first album is probably their best album. I can really listen to it time and time again. On April 14th, 1982, the classic album Diver Down by Van Halen was released. According to Van Halen's official website, it spent 65 weeks on the U.S. album charts and had, by 1998, sold 4 million copies in the United States alone. On April 16, 2004, a 21-year-old Central Michigan University student sadly suffered a fatal heart attack during a Slipknot concert in Detroit. The student's mother said the concert conditions were not to blame for his death. On April 16, 2010, Soundgarden reunited under the name New Dragons, an anagram of Soundgarden. They performed at the Showbox at the Market in the band's hometown of Seattle. On April 17, 1982, Iron Maiden's The Number of the Beast hit number 1 on the British album charts. On April 19, 2001, David Lee Roth revealed that he briefly reunited with Van Halen in July and wrote some astonishing music, but they hadn't called back since. Doesn't surprise me, David Lee Roth is really difficult to get along with. Sadly, on April 19, 2002, the body of Lane Staley, singer of rock group Alice in Chains, is found by a relative in Staley's North Seattle apartment. Staley had been missing for 2 weeks. You know, something about this just bothers me still, like today. I mean, how did no one notice that he was dead for 2 weeks? It makes me sad that someone as great as Lane Staley died miserable and alone like that. On April 19, 2004, Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins played his first ever solo acoustic show in his hometown of Chicago at the Metro. The performance was filmed for a DVD, which also featured footage from his April 12th to 17th recording studio sessions for his solo debut album. I want to give a shout out to some of the kids I worked with on the Metal Heroes program with Metal Mike at School of Rock in Wayne. Hi, Dennis and Nick Abate, and hey, Marshall Obermeyer, you guys rock. Thank you so much for listening to my Heavy Metal History Corner. And do me a favor, check out www.youtube.com/rosebud1313 to hear some killer piano covers of some of your favorite heavy metal songs. See you next week. Bye-bye.